about size and one's hostility. Yeah, I feel confident that you can fuck with me. But if you wanna play, you'll get this big dick energy.
Some frat boy douche with an earring who wants all the time, energy, attention, and resources. He's the hit. He's got an earring, and he's got that frat boy douchey college vibe that you all love so much at the sports bars. And he wears his hat backwards and makes little quips, so he's cool to hang out with.
I got to get my earring back for that clip. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you all. Good to see Gorilla Biscuits coming in with the first dono, which means that he gets the bomb.
When you hear the sirens or anti-aircraft guns, you must get under cover at once. If you're in the open with no cover, lie down. The most important rule of all is never to stand staring at the sky. If you don't take cover, you may get hurt.
Hopefully there's more of those. As you can tell if you looked at the title or the thumbnail, which most of you probably didn't, because I know that I don't really look at those that much. Hopefully there's going to be more of those, because we're going to go over, I'm going to give away the game, or at least what I think is the game. And by that, I mean, this is a topic I've had a lot of requests for. A lot of content creators have been, teach me how to grift or whatever. And it's sort of a something I hadn't really thought through, right? So a lot of times you just do things, and the things that you're good at, you don't know why you're good at them because they come naturally to you. And so you don't notice them. So this is not a definitive, this isn't everything. But I do want to address a few things in particular, specifically issues or errors that I view other content creators making, and places where I think that that people could shore up. Because as you know, if you've watched me for a while, you know that I believe that generosity begets generosity, and a rising tide lifts all ships. So if I can make you better, you can help me. And that goes not just for the people I like, the other content creators, but even those that I don't like. We're all part of this little fucked up YouTube ecosystem together. So, I'm going to give away the game. And the first thing that I want to point out is it's kind of obvious, but it's also the hardest thing for content creators to do, it seems, and that is to ask for money. Remind people to give you money. If you think about the way that you consume content, I normally listen to shit if I'm not on the panel, I've got the phone in my back pocket. I'm doing other things. I'm listening passively while I'm doing other stuff. What I'm not thinking about, unless I'm prompted, is what the content creator wants. I'm not thinking about your money. I'm thinking about whatever else I'm doing. So just have some self-awareness. Ask for money. People need the reminder. Don't overdo it, of course. But you do have to remind them. There's a lot of content creators that seem to get bogged down in their own egos. They think they deserve it. They think that you should know on your own without being prompted to give them money. And that's a big mistake. So I think that people need to get over your hubris, have a little humility, and remind your audience to do things like this. Shout out to Namaste Away, sends in $5, says class is now in session.
Game's over, losers. I have all the money. Compare your lives to mine and then kill yourselves.
People need reminders. Don't take it personally. Don't be in your feels about having to ask them for it. When you're asking them for it, again, most of these things come to self-awareness. If you really pay attention to the way that you consume content, then the answers to these things will be automatic. But one thing that I see a lot of people doing is apologizing, being apologetic. We're giving reasons for why they need the money. Oh, please don't forget to donate to me. My puppy has a tumor. I got in a car wreck. Whatever. Don't do that. Don't apologize. That fucks up the energy. People are here for whatever, entertainment, escapism, any number of things. But what they're not here for is because they're looking for another charity case to pick up. We've all got family members. We got siblings, cousins, friends, whatever. There's no shortage of people in everyone's life that have a reason why you should give them some money. You just need another loan until I get paid next week. Nobody wants that. So don't drag that energy in. Be forthwith. Your time is valuable. It's valuable to you. It's valuable to the audience if they're there spending their time watching it. A better energy is excitement, enthusiasm, entertainment. You know, that's why a little clip goes a long fucking way. The bomb clip, the return on time for that bomb clip is crazy. Rude Cunt Crab made me the Big Dick Energy song. Fantastic opener, right? Almost always generates at least 1 or 2 donos during the opening song. Just playing it. The Whale song, you all know that if you make a donation of $50 or more, you get the Whale clip, right? These sort of things are fun. People like it. They get the reward, and they don't have to have the weird, icky feeling of your personal issues. Nobody actually gives a shit about your dog's tumor. It's one of the best ones. It's fantastic. Let's see. People need reminders. Don't be apologetic. Another one is looking at content creators getting the brain trap of looking at donors as a zero-sum game. And I'm going to try to do this without mentioning anybody specifically. But I hear a lot of people say it explicitly. I also see people behaving as if this is a zero-sum game. There are only so many, let's just say Timmy, right? Let's say Timmy's a big donor. There's only so many people, content creators treat it as if there's only so many Timmys. So when they see Timmy over here donating $100, $200, $300, they feel like that's their Timmy money that went somewhere else. But that's not the way it really is. We have the capacity to communicate to literally everybody on the fucking planet. Everybody on Earth is your potential audience. So don't get bogged down in jealousy or looking internally and getting in your feels about that. Instead, try to attract new audience members. Just make good content, make good stuff that's fun for people, and don't let jealousy about seeing somebody else get donos drag you down. That person, Timmy, will donate to you if they want to. That's another thing about the zero-sum game. Timmy doesn't have to pay you shit. You're not entitled to Timmy's money. Timmy can go in, can just keep the money in his pocket. We give this shit away for free. It's aside from washing windshields at stoplights, this is the only industry that I'm offhand aware of where you give the product away and then you hope that people appreciate it enough afterwards to compensate you for it. But they already got the thing. Timmy doesn't need to pay you at all. Timmy can just so if you're not getting Timmy's donos, it's not because some other content creator got him. It's because Timmy's not paying you for whatever reason. You got to figure that out, but not get bogged down. By the way, speaking of paying people, if you got specific questions, comments, or concerns that you want addressed, you know how to do it. Super chats get read as they come in. Another thing is punishing. Don't ever punish somebody for doing what you want them to do. And that can go, and by that I mean your generosity now will never be, for me, right? I'll never expect you to maintain that level of generosity in the future. If somebody gives me $500 this stream, I make sure not to set them up to where they're obligated to sustain that level of donation in the future. You never want to punish somebody for being generous. And I see a lot of people do that. They get caught up in this expectation, like, okay, this person donates $50 every stream. And then if they stop donating, they get fussy about it. But what they're really doing is they're really punishing their best donors by holding them to a standard that they would never have for somebody else. Let's see what else. And this sort of ties into that one, expectations from big donors. Timmy, our example donor here, a lot of people will see Timmy donating on another channel, right? If I see Timmy over at Sasquatches, and Timmy is a big donor at Sasquatches, and then Timmy shows up in my chat, again, I'm not entitled to Timmy's money. And just because Timmy donates to Sasquatch doesn't mean Timmy's going to donate to me. I've seen a lot of content creators get antsy and pushy when they see a donor show up in their chat, and they feel entitled to that. They've seen this person donate triple figures somewhere else, and then they're in my chat. Why aren't they donating to me? And they'll actually start being pushy. But I don't think I've ever seen that work. Certainly not any sort of long-term. People who have money to donate generally still have it because they're not idiots. You're not going to be the first person. You're not the first person who's been pressuring them, who's tried to guilt them, who's tried to give them a sob story. You're not the first person. You've got to have the intellectual humility to recognize this person probably has money because they earned it somehow, and they've been able to maintain it because they're not pushovers and they're not retards. We'll go check the PO box probably next week, probably Monday. The sense of entitlement is huge. Yeah. And honestly, most of these insights can be reduced down to just be aware of how you consume content, right? And what you want from it, and provide that to the people, right? Interact with your audience the same way that you recognize that you need to be interacted with by a content creator. Who do you contribute to? It's probably the ones that provide you the most entertainment, the most fun for your contribution. It's probably the ones that remind you to donate. It's probably not the ones who sit there not saying shit about contributions, not celebrating the donations they do get, and then getting fussy when they've been streaming for 2 hours and they've made $6. Ooh. Let's see. Do I have others? I don't know that I've got any others right off the top of my head. There's a lot that I could expand on. What I want to do is I want to kind of keep this the topic segmented. I know these streams can go any direction, so I'm going to drop the link. I'm going to open the panel to anybody who wants to address this at first. After we've kind of addressed the topic, then it can go anywhere. But I'm not looking for a cult so much as being entertained. You're entertaining, so it's easy. Yeah, a lot of content creators. It's the narcissism trap, right? You have to be a little bit narcissistic to want people to listen to you talk on YouTube, right? You have to have some of that. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but you got to recognize where it is helpful and where it's not helpful. It is helpful because you've got the courage, the balls, and the desire to go out there and blab in front of people and have them listen to you. But it stops being helpful when you feel entitled to, like you're going to come to the table and bring them a cult to follow, or, you're the new Jesus. Man, we're just internet panhandlers. I'm just another guy who hit live, and people seem to like it and resonate with it. But yeah, almost. I've met a few, but not many people who come to YouTube going, you know what I want? I need somebody to tell me where my direction is in life. I mean, I know they're out there. It's just not my audience. GT sends in $5. He says, donation to the Sick Puppy Fund. Thank you for that donation. Let's bomb Talcott.
Oh yeah, all men and women have the right.
Oh my God, is that
I forgot about him.
Yo.
Hey, well, how's it going, brother?
That's what Beth, Axis, Rat Blood, M, and Ahimsa. Spin City is backstage, but your devices are not connected.
I know.
Okay.
I forgot to bring up.
Hey,
Welcome.
I think somebody's got a bit of an echo, maybe.
That's M. That's always M. She had her shit unfucked last night. And now it's fucked
M's
again. What did you
here.
It
do?
is not. What the fuck are you talking about? No.
It sounds
Emin forever.
sounds
That's
much
awesome.
better now.
I know
I
what you forgot to
only
bring
got
up,
headphones
Dusty.
plugged up, so it's not me. I bet you money it ain't me this time.
Hey, Dad.
All right, it's not M. What did I forget to bring up?
So you brought up like clips and songs and that kind of stuff. I know a lot of people ask a lot for what programs to use and what to do if you find yourself being really shitty at making clips or making songs or that kind of thing.
I don't know how to make you not suck at things.
I'm gonna mute you. Unmute when you want to talk. Yes, clips. I can't do clips. Actually, the problem is I'll pick a clip and I'll save it to my hard drive and I'll drop it into my editor and fiddle with it. And then I'll come across somebody who's used that clip in exactly the same way or very similar way that I was doing it. And I'm like, geez, they did a better job of it than me. And then I'll move on to something else. I probably got 50 gigs of crap over here that I've edited together. I would love to let everybody just come and peruse the crap that I've spewed out that I never actually produced. I can just have it.
Oh,
You
one-
can use it or something.
I don't ever use AI. I use image software and apps to put my videos together. I've got a lot of videos on my channel, and I also do live streaming. I was curious, Flo. We've known each other for a long time. How would you, with the image I have, which you know is a foul image, how would I monetize my channel?
With
How
that
would-
image?
Yeah, how would I go about, other than
Do
gathering
you
the
know any
crowd?
goth chicks?
Yeah, goth chicks and Satanists, they show up, and I could take my Facebook fans, which I got a couple thousand, but they're all Satanists and goth and dark, and I didn't want to bring them into the Panelverse, so I keep my Facebook, my TikTok, my Instagram, all that separate, and
So,
YouTube is just a single focus for me.
Let me address Beth and then Rat Blood. So Beth, like I said, I don't know how to make somebody not suck at making stuff if they suck, but I do. I just like Rat Blood. I edit things together manually. Aside from there's a couple things that are AI that Cunt Crab did for me. Aside from that, everything I edit together myself. One thing I will say is that upbeat music can do a lot to smooth things out. You can do a lot with an upbeat tempo.
You have
Rat
good
Blood.
music taste.
Yeah. Rat Blood. I think that an issue, and I see you, Beth. I think that an issue that you have is you have a narrow niche.
Right. I understand that.
Like, with the Satanism and the Talcott angle, like that's double narrow. So I don't know how you would widen that, because it's really it's a numbers game, right? Maybe 1 in 100 viewers or maybe 1 in 100 subscribers is gonna be a decent donor, right? So I think that you're pigeonholing yourself more than you need to. You're pretty theatrical. Like you can do theatrics better than most people can. I just think that with Vampire Talcott, you're gonna have you just narrowed it so thin.
Yeah, no, it's like he said, it's a numbers game, and it's more like 1 in 2,000 and some change is a decent donor. So one of the reasons that I interviewed Dusty, when I went and looked at his original Flow State channel, and I looked at some of the apparent, what I mean by that is YouTube shows people that are visitors one set of numbers and the creator themselves another set of numbers, and then they have a third set of numbers that are like the real deal. And we don't get to see it, you don't get to see it. You got to go to like Social Blade to see that shit. Roughly,
right. I would like to promote my music.
Subscribers will donate significantly. Something like 1 in 1,100, 1,200 will ever donate at all. His numbers are different. His numbers carry more donors per capita than an average channel. This is one of the things I noticed, and one of the first things I asked him about when I got him backstage is, what the fuck is up with your channel, dude? How do you do that? And you're like, what? And I went, you remember, I went through like 5 or 6 other channels with the same number of subscribers that do a similar kind of thing to what you do. And I'm like, look at this motherfucker, he makes like $2 a month. This guy here, $8. That dude over there, not even monetized. This dude here. And I'm like, you're turning over $150 a stream and you're doing it and having a freaking blast. And I don't understand it. Do you mind if I study you?
Mm-hmm.
But he's an entertainer, though. I mean, that's the difference. Is he actually is entertaining, and part of he drew me into the Panelverse. I didn't meet him through the Panelverse, but it's been a little, because I'm not a content creator, but as someone who's a patron in the audience and such, it's been a little disappointing to find out the Panelverse actually isn't made up of other people like Taylor. It has a few here and there, but the majority of them are not entertainment focused. They're focused on weird stuff like, oh, Ahimsa, haven't seen you in a long time. What are you doing? And like trying to covert contract me and punish me for not being there. And I'm like, that's not going to make me want to come to your channel anymore. It makes me want to go less. And so when people get all this weird feeling, it's like, if I wanted to donate money to a place and feel like shit afterwards, I'd go to church still.
Well,
I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be mean to people who go to church. I'm just saying it doesn't make any sense. Where did they get their narrative for how business and advertising and all of that works? It just doesn't make sense.
Well, I do satire songs. Taylor or Flow State has heard my satire songs, and
are they good?
I could. Well, you can ask Flow State. I don't know about my own content. I'm not going to speak on my own content, but I have over 100 songs. One of them has 97,000 views when I broke the algorithm. But I do like his opening song was awesome. That's the first time I heard that Flow State. That's fucking awesome. But
thank you. I gotta give credit to Rude Cunt Crab for that one. He made that whole thing.
That was really good. And I do kind of the same thing, but mine is more techno-ish, darker, satire. And that was the original reason why I got on YouTube, was my music. And then it turned into a personal social thing, and I got involved with the Panelverse and the personalities here, and I started making satire songs. And now that I'm an established channel, to my understanding, I don't ask for people to come to my channel. I don't care whether they come or not. It's whether they want to be there. But I do offer music and satire music, and that's what I would like to to operate my platform as, maybe monetizing the music.
I like your music. I like your satire. I think I hit your niches though. Again, like I think my opinion is that you're too nichey to have a lot of growth. You just happen to hit both. I like dark shit and I like Talcott shit, right? So,
Right.
But I mean, what was the first? Do you remember what the first thing you told me is? Be funny, don't be clever. No, I'm talking to Sasquatch.
Yes.
Be funny.
People like funny, but they don't like clever. And if you step over into clever, it has this really weird psychological like blowback that is unmeasurable. You can't determine how it's going to work out. Be funny, not clever.
See,
And
my
real
whole
quick, hold on.
my-
Let me come back to you real quick. Namaste the fuck away sends in another $5. Says also, I'm treated well here. That goes a long way for women donors. Correct. I try to treat all. If somebody supports me, I try to support them back and treat them well. I do especially get white knighty for women because the internet's a cruel place and it's crueler to women than it is to men. And so I do try to defend women a bit more in my chat on my panels. So yeah, go ahead, Spin.
I come at this. You're talking about niches, right?
Mm-hmm.
My niche is political. It is I try to stay bipartisan, even though I throw up in my mouth sometimes, but I try to give the best of both worlds. Now, with my channels, they don't want to see satire shit. They want to hear what's going on. They don't want somebody talking. They don't want somebody, how do you say it? They don't want to hear commentary. And that
Monologue,
is what, dialogue. Right. Okay. And, I cater to my audience more and I hate to say it this way, I make more money not commentating or dialogue than I do with dialogue. And it's about, and my point, and I'm going to land it here just a second. My point is some people don't want the dialogue. Some people don't want the true satire bullshit, right? What they want is to hear what's going on. They want to watch it and they want to be done with it. And you have to cater. You have to cater to your audience and you've got to know your audience. I hate to say it this way, but I make more money off of women than I do men. That's just my audience. I can't allude to know what your audiences are, right? I can't because I don't know it. But when I saw this, I said, hey, I know about all this shit because I do it on a daily basis.
Okay.
That's interesting that you get, I would say actually I probably have more female donors than male donors, but that men are the ones that will tend to drop big donations at once. So I get more dollars from men probably.
Can I say it's an even trade? No, because that's wrong. But my method of my growth is typically women because I hate to say it this way, and I'm not trying to be sexist or anything, but more women are home during the day than men, right?
True.
And most of my audience is throughout the day, right? So I have to say trending for my channels, which I have 6 of them, is women.
That's a pretty heavy number, 6 channels. I've operated one, and I monologue between songs, and I try and make the songs as relevant to the topic or what I'm speaking on as I monologue in my live streams. So 6 is that's pretty heavy number.
Well, if you think about it, if you're doing specific topic channels, in order to have the different conversations or whatever monologues you want to do on the different topics, you would have to have separate channels for them to be specified by the SEO the way YouTube wants it.
And that's what I was alluding to, Sasquatch. You're right.
Okay.
And that's something I haven't done at all, really. I do what I find entertaining. And so when people are like, what's your channel about? I'm like, I don't know. Fuck shit. My channel's about fuck shit, I guess.
But it's not really. It honestly, I've said it 1,000 times. When people ask me, why do you work with Dusty? Why do you know, it's grift school. It's fucking grift college. This is grifting 101 every single night. And all you need is a small piece of paper and a pencil and just make notes of the things you see that raise your eyebrows, whatever that is.
Well, here lately, I mean, my last live was how to report people and TOSs, safety checks and stuff like that. And I did give Flow State props. Oh, I'm pure to the core. But I did give Flow State props for being as honest and open-faced, transparent about his grift, where I just completely decimated other characters for their behavior.
So
thank you. Go ahead. Thank you for reminding me. Something like one of the biggest things that I forgot to mention at all is to be sincere to your audience, because you might feel like you're a good liar. You might be able to lie to your wife or your mom or whoever in day-to-day life, but they're not watching you constantly. That's one person that you see occasionally. That's not 100 motherfuckers who watch and record every single thing you do. You will not get away with bullshitting your audience. Go, Spin, were you about to say something? Or Sasquatch? Was it
Sasquatch? All right. So I put into AI just to see what it would spit out. Can you write a succinct explanation on panel donation growth on YouTube? And it spewed a bunch of bullshit about different things and whatnot. But one thing it did pop out is gamified real-time donation features. Use your super chats, super stickers, and the newly expanded Jules and Ruby systems to allow viewers to be able to highlight images, messages, clips. It's not quite so. It goes into some YouTube specific things like the stickers and the donation platform for YouTube. But if you're cross-platforming it, there's all kinds of donation features across all of it. So, you know, you can read into that as a gamified system for any system.
The way it was always. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Dusty does that without thought process behind it. He sees something he thinks it's cool and funny, or puts something together he enjoys watching, and then he puts it on his show so that he can watch it sometimes. And other people also like it, and they're willing to pay to see that little tidbit done, like the Wales thing. That's what this is overall.
Utilize the tools that are available to the fullest extent than what YouTube has to offer.
Your best friend is the algorithm. Make sure you're doing the same. Well, Dusty, you're probably going to yell at me for saying this, but make sure you're doing the same thing or almost the same thing using the same potential tags. I know YouTube says that tags don't matter. They do, in part.
Sasquatch, what do you think about that? Do you think? I don't think that I do that. What he just said. I'm not saying it's bad advice. I'm just saying, like, I don't think I do that. Do you?
You don't get lost in the sauce.
Getting lost in the topic rather than managing the topic. Wait, say that again. What did I miss?
I don't think that I leverage SEO to my advantage.
Oh, well, yes, you do. Yes, you do. But yet again, it's something you do subconsciously. You don't even register that you saw 47,000 different mentions of whatever you put in the topic. Now, tonight's a little different. This isn't your usual stick, and so this is the exception that proves the rule. But you'll put in something like blowing it out my ass, and one of the highest rated words searched on freaking YouTube or whatever it is, Iran embassy blown up, and you'll catch and that pattern, I've actually meant to mention this to you before. That pattern, I've noticed that it's not that your SEO is great, it's that it's not bad. You catch just enough of it for growth without actually blowing the fuck up And I don't know how to change that because it's something you just do subconsciously. Because I've seen you do the titles to these motherfuckers, dude. I was witness unto it. And you're like, and I'm like, what was it? Oh, there's some words I thought of. And I look over and it's like, God save, or I don't know. I can't even, they're so fucking off the brain pan. I can't even fucking come up with one. Right.
He does have very witty titles, and you know, generally I stay away from flow state.
No, this is one case where he's clever, and no one notices because it's just off topic enough that it's not on the nose. Right? He uses 3 words he's seen 10,000 times a day.
That's what I was saying.
I hate.
I'm sorry.
I'm not going to gloat. Okay, I'm not. But I am. I'm going to fucking gloat. I don't care. What my viral moment was, I walked into Burger King. Now I'm a news and politics channel. I walked into Burger King, and here comes this big Brahma bull coming in to yell at the manager. And I won't go through all the theatrics, okay, of everything that happened, okay. But this Brahma bull come in, started screaming, and I pulled out my cell phone. And normally I'm going into Burger King or whatever, and I'm just going to grab food and come back out. Well, I have a short. It's 59 seconds long. Within 1 month, I had 735,209 views on a short. Yeah, that might not be a lot, because there's people out there that got millions of views on shorts, right? But out of that 735,209 views, within the first month, I had almost 6,000 subscribers.
Nice.
Right.
Now,
I picked up like 800 off of 140,000 view short.
That's what I'm trying to say. Now,
I created my channel. I went from almost nothing to having people looking around at everybody going, "This shit ain't so hard," but it's never happened again.
So let's fast forward to my 26,000. I did that in 1 year, and all I was doing was restreaming. All I was
They're
doing.
putting the nix on that, aren't they? I mean, not on the restream feature, but just on like copied content. I know that auditors run into that a lot because they'll play the same police videos, and so they run into monetization issues because they're reviewing the same police videos. I don't know if you hit.
Yes, and you know, I'm very careful in what I restream. Now, what got me a strike, which I'm still going through the process of a strike till April 19th on one of my channels. That is my main channel. It was over protests. That is exactly what it was over.
Interesting.
Did you say something, or was it something that you showed?
It was something that somebody else said.
Okay, that'll do it.
It'll do it every time. And I appealed it.
Editing?
Ma'am?
Well, it was
Would
live.
you have edited it out? Oh,
No, it's live.
Oh, so you can't help that.
I can't help what an appeal. And when I did the appeal in the video appeal, the first thing that I said was, I cannot help what the other creator has given me permission to restream, which anytime I restream another creator, I always ask permission. I always give them a little bit of, you know, money.
Just courtesy.
Yeah, out of courtesy. I don't have to under fair use. It's on the
Seth,
internet.
what is your take on copyright material
All right, so
for creators?
I'm
for
gonna drop down.
creators,
Thanks for having me.
Hey, thank you for joining. Before you go, do you have any other thoughts you want to get in?
I just would say that people need to realize when they're entertainers like this, they're selling themselves. And it's not like, you know, it's kind of like
Very
writing.
good point.
You can write a book,
Well, my
but
bad.
however many books you write it's not relevant. It's the best-selling book that matters. So it's your ability to sell yourself, regardless of what your talent is. you know, it's selling yourself. So I think you're really adept at doing that, and people appreciate it, which is why you get the donations you do. That's my opinion.
With that being
Yeah.
said, I'd like to take this moment to sell myself to everyone in the chat currently.
Thanks. Bye.
Much love.
Bye, Himza.
Lovely.
And M, good to see you. It's been too long.
Yeah, way too long. Way too long. But you know, you are sometimes, my personal opinion, you can be a bit much to yourself. So
Me?
it's good to take a break from you sometimes. Yeah.
Well, you kind of got the
Yeah.
reputation.
This just happened.
She
Yeah,
just said, she just did a Katie to me.
Well,
Damn,
you kind
I
of got the
love you, man.
reputation in the panel
She
verse.
just put you on freaking blast without you realizing she was putting you on blast, bro.
She did. She just.
No,
she
I
just
love you, man. You
Yeah,
know,
when I think flow state, I think,
I'm too much
income.
too, though, sometimes. I'll be the first one in the room to tell you. I know that. So take a break from me, by all means.
Go ahead, Rap Blood.
Oh, I was just saying that, in the panel verse, flow state is kind of known as the revenue type of. He gets a lot of donations, and I think other content creators are kind of jealous of that. But when you say flow state or Powder Dusty in the panel verse, you think of grifting.
Which I engage in, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that jealousy is self-defeating for the people engaging or indulging it, right? Like, we're all only human. If you're streaming and you see another streamer make a ton of money in a stream, there's always going to be a part of you that's like, God damn, that could have been me, right? But you've got to have the self-awareness and self-control to recognize that you don't deserve it. That's not yours, and to market to a wider audience, not just try to compete, not be expansive, not contractive.
And
You're flinching at me.
turn down your volume a little bit. You.
Hey, StreamYard's fucking up on my end. I'm gonna refresh it.
No, hold on.
Oh.
If it's sound that's a problem, M is feeding back.
No, it's
No,
glitching.
no
It's the
fucking
camera
way,
feed.
man.
You're all glitching up on me. Like you guys keep freezing every 2 seconds. Not even 2 seconds.
Just turn it down 2 clicks. Just don't have it completely wide open.
How about now?
See, now she's tired of you.
I know she hates me for this. See?
I don't hear it as bad as I did, but I still hear it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
One
refresh.
more
I'll
click
trade it.
would be helpful. One more click would be helpful. Yeah, look at that face. She hates me. She absolutely hates me. God damn,
No.
I'm autistic as
I
fuck. It's
don't
driving
hear
me
it.
crazy.
I
I know
don't
you
fucking
don't.
hear it.
I know, man.
Yeah.
I know, darling.
That's how you know it's not there.
Yeah, or maybe I just need more drugs, more psych meds. That's what it is. I'm hearing shit.
What's up, Just Me, Stace?
I do not have. I have a comment for that, but I will not say it.
No, go ahead.
No, ma'am. I will not do it.
But Spin, I think you're a good example of kind of something I said, but didn't hover on a long time at the beginning, which is you've got to do what's comfortable to you, right? Your content needs to align with who you are and what you enjoy. Like, my metric that somehow magically works for me is if I'm bored, I'm sure other people are bored too, right? So I just kind of lean into my own impatience and boredom proneness and then let that sort of steer things, and it works because I tend to get bored faster than people, I think. Em, I've muted you. You just unmute whenever you want to talk. So it's just mostly so Sasquatch quits bitching about the imaginary noises.
I'm gonna say a comment to that, Taylor or Dusty, whatever. I keep seeing shit. Anyway, I didn't even know your name, so whatever. I'm not going to tell you that I have not stopped a stream because people are saying in the chat, this is fucking stupid. Okay. I can't say that. I mean, I've got the gift of gab. Dusty knows, Sasquatch knows, and I have the gift of insults. However, I I have a channel where that's all it is. And you know how many times that I've got warned, how many times that I've gotten striked because of my mouth? More than I would ever want to know. So I have to say this, and this is not a grift for Sarah, but I don't know how she does it and not get zipped for it. I don't know how. But when you possibly have a YouTube manager, and I would not say that I may or may not have one of those, you get a little bit of leeway. You get a little bit of grace.
You get a person, not an AI.
Sir, I didn't hear you.
You get a person. It's an individual that you can actually be like, hey, what the fuck?
Yes.
And when you do that when you're my size channel and I interact with YouTube, I interact through entirely computational means. There's no soul between here and my response.
They only call you if you're fucking up. If you're right on that,
your manager.
If you're just you're on that cusp, right? Of
I live on that.
We know. I know, right? Now, can I go back to just something Rat Blood was saying earlier about his niche, right?
Uh-huh.
You are exactly right, because I fall under that category of a niche, right? And you're gonna. I hate to say this, but this is opinion. Your niche is very small.
Yes.
What
I
you
agree
may
with you.
do, and this is friendly advice from a creator, right?
Mm-hmm.
Open that niche up just a little bit, and you will see
It's
growth.
impossible. He can't possibly open more than Jack Talcott.
That was just a spur of the moment thing that happened. Actually, I self-promoting, self-sustaining channel. It's just that I do the Panelverse, and I do interact with these personalities directly. And sometimes I will take a stand and move into a channel and lean into it and create content around it. Such as,
Okay, so you're just into you're in Panelverse. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's
So
not, you're
you
right.
just do panels.
No, I do music, satire, entertainment, and intellectual one-on-ones. Even certain individuals come up and we go over scripture, but I still hold that niche of dark, satanic, potential threat.
Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out what your niche is. I apologize. Go ahead, Dusty. Take it back. I'm just trying to figure out what I could.
So Rat Blood, I view as an artist first and foremost.
Thank you.
And so I think that, like, what I see with you is I see you potentially getting stuck between things that are true to your artistic integrity versus things that are broadly marketable. Because you're, like you said, your niche is satanic, right? That's not a big swath of people. So I just view that as sort of the where the roads are going to merge, and you're going to have to figure out where are you going to prioritize that.
Right, and that's kind of why I even showed up tonight, Flo, and I appreciate you letting me up here. Go ahead.
Not that you need more exposure. It's that you need exposure in the proper venues, right? And this is going to sound fucking crazy as hell, but next time you're at a concert, you're at a fucking wherever, right? Get you some fucking sticky notes or some shit, some tape. Write your channel name down on it. Access Rat Blood at YouTube, blah, blah, blah. You're at whatever it is. And just stick it at a hot topic, at a freaking Wiccan fucking shop. Like I said, it's not that you need more exposure. You need exposure to your specific niche. If there was a Talcott shop somewhere in town, I'd tell you to go there and do it, but there's not. What there are, however, are various types of like alternative type goth / emo / Satanist, Luciferian type things.
Yeah, especially here in the city. There is, I think that's great advice. Especially, I will act on that.
Not like about the tape. I'm saying like do that on YouTube. Go to places like that. I'm sure you do, but participate.
Right.
Yeah, I think that if I step back, like Talcott's content and your content run in vastly different directions. I mean, not really if you dig down deep enough, but at surface level, they're polar opposites. So that actually might not be the best type of exposure.
Right. I do hold an adversarial or a opposing position to Panelverse. I consider them opposition, and that's a part of the image that I project. Is when I come with opposition, with adversarialism.
And hold on real quick, and then I think Em had her hand up. Chuck just sent in $10 for the link, which is already posted, but I dropped it again for him. Thank you for the contribution, and I apologize for the confusion.
So yeah, all men and women have the right.
Oh my God, is that it?
Welcome, Chuck. Em, were you flailing?
No.
Okay.
Sometimes my arms and shit do that these days. Honestly, I have restless leg syndrome from all the Seroquel, and I just fucking spaz out all the time for no good reason.
Dude,
I failed too. It's okay. We can do it
this
together.
chick is on 200 milligrams of Seroquel a day. She should be asleep right now.
I was going to take not
You
only
should be in
that,
a fucking
but I'm
coma.
also on
None of the rest of it's needed.
milligrams
No,
of
no, 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 no,
hydroxyzine.
Whoa.
None of the rest of that shit at the same time.
None of it is our business, but we are all curious.
Yeah, we do one of those. You can talk about
It's a lot. I don't know how I'm awake.
I don't either.
I don't know how I'm
No fucking clue.
comatose, like not in a coma.
In my 26 and a half years of paramedicine and a master's degree in emergency fucking medicine, how the fuck are you even breathing, bro?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, y'all are trying to kill me.
She's bona fide psychotic. She has to be.
If a doctor believes that she needs Seroquel, she doesn't have all her fucking dogs barking.
One of my best friends was prescribed Depakote, but he was moved up from Seroquel onto Depakote, and both of them had about the same effect, where he just kind of wandered around with his hands in his pocket staring at them.
He was staring at the wall and drooling down on his shirt. That he needed to
he
change
wasn't.
every 20 minutes.
No, he wasn't, because he was a psychopath. He was full on psychotic. It was
correct.
And he just walked like he'd kind of like he had a few drinks, sort of.
That's what Seroquel would do to a normal person, make you feel like you've had one too many drinks and walk around.
No, dude, it's not one too many. There's this thing in medicine referred to as the Seroquel shuffle. And it's that shuffle you do after about 6 hours when you got to go to the bathroom. And you
dude, if I would take Seroquel, I'd be like the guy on the bus licking the fucking window.
Each person is different.
True.
Wait till about 3 a.m.
Some medicines just fuck you up no matter who you are. I'll tell you a great one. Versed. My last surgery, they fucking pumped me full of Versed and then dumped me into a car to get a ride home. I woke up every 10 minutes drooling on myself going, back out again. Like literally.
That was from the coke.
I was I had abdominal surgery, okay?
Oh.
And they gave me ketamine.
Damn.
No, let me tell you something. Let me tell you about this little episode. I was talking to a porta potty and it was my brother.
No way. How could you even
I'm not
stand up
even
like
joking.
that?
As
There's
God
a
is my
thing where
witness, my
ketamine-
wife will come in here and tell you I was talking to a porta potty that was my brother.
I know that you're telling the truth because last time I did shrooms, I was talking to a aloe vera plant, and we were making fun of everybody else at the party.
Well, if you
that's
remember,
not
Flo,
half of it. This is the funny part. I had to go to Chicago to grab my pee to bring it back to fucking Central Florida so they could do a urine sample and a culture on it. I promise you, it happened.
see, that's one of my niches. Is I'm a heavy
Nice.
substance abuser, and I take 3 milligrams of Klonopin a day.
Don't
But
do drugs, kids.
right,
You
I'm
lucky
not
bastard.
promoting drugs, but
Fucking
I do.
SSRIs. What the fuck?
I got
And
roofied
Flow
with
State
Thompson
has-
once. It was not a pretty sight.
Flow
That's
State
what
is-
that was going to come out of my fucking mouth. But that's
Wrap
beside
up. Go ahead, finish the
3 milligrams
thought.
of Klonopin?
Wrap
I
up,
want to go
finish.
to your doctor.
Flow State's thing. I drink whiskey like water, and sometimes I've gotten so intoxicated and substance using on streams, and Flow State knows that I get out of hand sometimes, way out of hand, but it's substance abuse, and that's been a big part of my image is substance abuse.
Have you
Does
not
that make you
been
proud?
eating tomato lately?
Well,
I'm not ashamed of it.
I talked to her today.
Dusty, you
I'm
think
not-
your aloe plant story is bad. My ex-husband, for my brother-in-law's birthday one year, everybody took LSD, and I shit you not, I was outside laughing for 30 minutes because the moon was flickering like a dying light bulb, and I just could not eat. I couldn't even stop. I couldn't stop. I absolutely.
My doctor gave me, when I was on Klonopin, I got 3 milligrams a day too. And let me
Right.
tell you, if you travel and you forget your prescription, you're
Ooh.
gonna have a bad time.
Amen, sister. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
My weirdest experience was the first time I got a hold of the actual LSD, and it fruited me up so hard I couldn't deal with what was going on in the room anymore, and I kind of got
Fruited
frazzed
you up
out.
so hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
First time I'm already wound a little tight, right? I'm kind of twitchy in public. I don't know. Anyway, I had to get out of the room because there were too many personalities doing things. And so I just went to the other room over there where the video games were, and I tried to play Chrono Trigger tripping balls. And if you've ever played Chrono Trigger, that was a horrible idea. And so I ended up not playing Chrono Trigger, but staring at the controller and having an argument with this individual referred to as Super Smurf who lived in Jeff's closet. And he was about 5-6 inches tall, had an S on his chest and a blue leotard.
That was Bow.
I might have been. I couldn't tell you. There's just a little Smurf dude come out of the closet, hopped up on the thing, and I went, "Is this what dripping is like?" He's like, "Yep." And you're actually inside my head. Uh-huh. And I was like,
That's like the leprechaun drinking too much fucking alcohol, bro.
yeah, you're not wrong.
Rapload, we have a question for you. Michael Gambetti would like to know your ethnicity. He wishes to call you a slur.
I'm actually I'm half Native American and half Scandinavian.
Yeah, welcome.
We call
to
that
the
a
fun.
crossback.
So Indian, half breed, whatever.
Pale face.
How
Yeah.
quick?
I prefer if we keep the slurs to the chat, please.
I heard that.
Everybody's like ready to go. I got some
Yeah.
slurs.
Right?
Oh, I'm
I'm
completely
from the
reserved.
old school. I got the old school slurs.
You
I-
have an
I'm-
accent to where you can just say words and it sounds like a slur.
I know people keep yelling at me because my jokes don't work.
You're way
because
too
of the-
southern to say some things.
Well, Chuck, the thing is, you have a delayed delivery. I don't
That's
understand.
intentional.
The timing is off. The timing is just off, bro. Like I've
It's
never. It's funny.
intentional.
You can't have the timing and the accent at the same time,
Pray
Chuck.
that's not intentional. Anyway.
Yeah, tonight, I'm actually presenting myself completely undefined because generally I have a really aggressive, but I come here for educational purposes on how to monetize a channel and behind the scenes grifting, such forth.
There's no problem with the grift. There's no problem with the grift.
No.
According to some, there is.
Well, see,
The
I
only
never
people that will
monetized.
pocket watch you and be pissed about your grifting is, in my experience, is other content creators.
Right. And I'm not monetized. No, maybe after this I might consider doing something monetary, but that's why I came here reserved tonight, is to kind of learn.
Yeah.
Here is one thing that I learned before I was ever monetized on anything. Don't focus on the monetization. Focus on your content, because when you strive for the monetize, and that is an actual saying, you lose sight of what you're really doing, because you want that monetize. You want that monetize so bad, you lose focus. And
I can see that.
My biggest struggle has been figuring out the programs and everything when it comes down to like making clips and creating everything that I need to go within the content.
Disagree.
I
Beth,
disagree.
you change up the energy when you ask for money, and you tell people why you need it.
I don't like it.
Yep.
I'm getting better at it though. Getting better at it.
Have you ever watched a
You just gave me
Raging
gripped for my
Tomato?
birthday, yo. I was embracing the Dusty. I was doing good. Good and proud.
Have you ever watched The Gauntlet or The Raging Tomato? Most people,
Yep.
okay, take some advice from her.
Sarah's been an amazing ally. to me.
I disagree, but
Just so is
I'm
Dusty.
sorry, sir. I am not a hot blonde with a Midwestern accent.
Yes, you are.
but you can
There's a
be.
benefit. There's a benefit to that, though. Girls have. I suppose it could be an advantage or a disadvantage depending on how you look at it. When somebody donates to me, they generally don't want anything else. When somebody's donating a lot to a woman, especially if it's a guy, they generally want something else. So that is some baggage that Sasquatch ain't dealing with. I'm not
It's
dealing
called
with it.
pussy power.
Actually, I attract an awful lot of gay men.
Oh,
That don't surprise me. That don't surprise
They
me.
want something from you, Squatch.
Well,
love
I have
it.
such an ambiguous sexuality when it comes to the way I joke and talk and speak. I really don't care what you fuck. I just prefer you fuck it regular and not get too it. That's all.
Like when I put on my cowboy hat and you said I look like a lesbian, you fucked.
I have an unreasonable number of bear R. It's the bear.
Oh, that is a good question, Flo. That one that you got that had the beard, did she wear a cowboy hat?
No, she. No. At first her hair was long. Then she wore a ball cap like mine.
I must not put that back on.
Okay, so the whole story is in college, I banged this chick who was a lesbian. She was the hotter lesbian in the pair. The next day, I was in like the common area of the dorms, and I was doing something. I was talking to people, kind of like this. Honestly, I was like talking to people and shit, and I was drawing something on a dry erase board, and I hear a voice go, "Taylor," and I turn around and I'm looking at a dude, and my brain didn't catch up with like the voice, the visual, like It took me about 10 seconds of just standing there, like trying to figure out what's going on for me to realize it was the girl I'd banged the night before. She had cut her hair off and glued stubble to her face and was there to invite me to her drag show later that night.
There's nothing wrong
And
with
then
that,
I would really be questioning my thoughts of the night before.
Absolutely.
I didn't say anything to her. I just, once I realized it was her, I just set the marker down, I turned and I walked away.
Are you sure that was hair from her head?
Yeah, it was hair from her head. She had cut her head hair short and then cut the ends off of her head hair and glued it to her face so it looked like she had a she looked kind of like me.
Looking beard, because beards aren't like the hair on your head.
Well, I can appreciate transparency with that. You know, that kind of transparency is generally looked down on, especially in the panel verse.
That's a damn good question. You turned a oh man, you turned a female to a male. Damn.
She was already a female. Her girlfriend wore steel toe boots and a flannel.
Holy shit.
That's not a good thing, Chuck. If he turned her into a lesbo, that's not good. And a dude at that,
she was
already no dick, dude.
That's personal opinion.
I just didn't turn her back straight.
You left her how she was.
That's what she said.
Alrighty then.
But I appreciate your transparency,
a
Flo.
little further across that line, though, bro. I'm not sure what you did to that. Man. I don't.
He was inviting me to the drag show. I assumed she wanted more.
Is that when the term pegging came about?
Oh my God.
How the term pegging came about.
Not at all. I don't even understand the reference. That's why I just said no and tried to move
Making
on.
her back straight.
The real question here, Taylor,
You know, like a
did
wooden
you
hand,
go to the
stand up
drag
real straight.
I did not go to the drag show. In fact, I went the rest of the year and never talked to her again.
And tell me you've got one of those wooden hands that makes you just go whoop, like a
It took a long time for her hair to grow back to reasonable length.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
she
how
opened
it
her
works.
body up to you, and then you just kind of walk away from her forever after she invited you into her body. I mean,
Yeah, she's not the first one either.
that's pretty rude.
You've turned more than one lesbian.
No, just not just the first one night stand.
That's what that sounded like. You made more than one woman change teams. Which,
You know what? I need some fucking donations for this.
I have a lot of
Wow.
questions now. What
Where's
is
my
that?
fucking donation slip?
Here, I'll drop
I
it.
need every bit of money you can bring me. Pay me. All the money, all the banking, all the jobs, all the material things. I love spending money. And all these people here know that I love spending all that money.
Sure, in your $3,000 trailer.
Right. Well, we use Panelverse personalities as content all the time. I do, at least, and I know Flo does, and Illumitami, and it's kind of a niche.
It's great for your existing audience. It doesn't grow it, right? So there's the two sides to that.
Right. I think that your transparency with the girl, though, that's good content. I mean, that will bring people in to interest. So, I
Who
appreciate
doesn't
that.
like laughing at a frat boy douchebag who banged a crossdresser?
Do
Right.
you have any of those shorts from the conversation? Oh, the shorts with the fucking knitted goddamn AI shit that you pasted it over.
Oh, how many have you seen? I've done about half of it. I've done 4 or 5.
Oh my god, I've seen 5. I think maybe 4 or 5.
Okay, I don't think I have any more. I need to do the rest.
Oh god, they're so good. That's I firmly believe that is a long-term viral video. I don't think it'll go viral when you first put them up. I think it'll sit around for a few months and then the right crackhead will find it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Spin. Are you raising your hand?
No, I'm just sitting here fucking laughing my ass off.
Okay. I thought you had a question or you were wanting some crack or something.
No, I listen. I stop at nicotine, sir, because drugs just do not do me well. I talk to people in porta potties. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Let me ask you a question. You mentioned earlier you got some decades in paramedicine.
Yes.
What is paramedicine?
I was a paramedic.
Oh, okay.
Paramedicine.
Oh, you're fucked up.
Meat wagon.
Much more than a lot of fucking people.
Yeah, yeah. I've never met a paramedic who didn't have the darkest gallows sense of humor. Raplet, looking around this panel, we got Sarah Quill. We got we might be just fucked up enough to be your niche audience.
Well, it's interesting, Flo. You've seen me on my live streams. I mean, my substance abuse and alcoholism is very obvious, and I'm very transparent about it. You know what, you guys.
You want some dark fucking stories? I'll give you some real dark fucking stories that'll make you
darker the better.
I got some good ones too. I worked hospice for a long time.
Em, keep your hands where we can see them.
I appreciate the stream.
Some of the shit, listen, some of the shit, and I do mean shit, literal shit that I have seen would scare a fucking ghost. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Well, let's see if you can scare a Satanist.
I think we're all waiting for you to try us.
Yeah, what's your darkest story?
I don't think it wouldn't be appropriate for the platform. That's what
I got a fucked up sense of humor, so yeah. Like I said, the darker the better.
Oh, I got stories.
Interesting.
I'm surprised
I got fucking stories that will probably match up to yours.
My job gave me nightmares for a long time. Like the first Twitcher I ever had, like fucking scarred me for a long time. But as if that wasn't bad enough, we once had someone who was already declared. Okay, we were waiting for the family to fucking come in, and while we were washing up the body, she sat up, grabbed a hold of the other aide by the arm and screamed, "Don't let me go!" And that aide about had a fucking heart attack. Like,
yeah, I've had two near deaths.
She lived for 2 more days and then kicked the bucket. Like for real this time. For real.
I'll give you one dark story. True story.
Okay.
We got a call for a porch on fire. Okay, whatever. I was on a medic unit that day. And it was some dumbass that decided that he wanted to smoke a cigarette. Well, remember the old 80s parachute pants and how flammable those things are?
Mm-hmm. They melt. They don't burn up. They melt.
No, they burn up. Oh, they burn up. Now, this is going to get a little gruesome to a guy, right? So this dumbass had parachute pants on. So, by the way, he's like me in a wheelchair, right?
I can appreciate that.
You ain't going to appreciate what I'm about to say, friend. I promise you. Well, dumbass decided to drop his cigarette down in his parachute pants, which in turn set him on fire, which in turn set the porch on fire.
Damn.
Okay. Now, what I'm going to tell you is, if you like Mr. Johnson, you might not want to listen to the rest of this fucking story.
I might have this story beat. Go ahead.
You may. I can't say I've seen it all, because trust me, I haven't. So we put we go up there and we've got a 3/4 inch line pulled. We're not seeing that there's some dude in a fucking wheelchair burning up. We burn it up.
Wow.
So we hit him with 90 pounds of fucking pressure, not realizing that there's a dude on the fucking porch in a fucking wheelchair. This is a true story. This is a true fucking story.
Oh no.
So we go up there and we see something fucking moving. Or I'm sorry, the investigators went up there to see what happened, right? Well, next thing I hear is medic. Dude's up there sloshing around, fucking fidgeting around because he's done lost every bit of his motherfucking manhood, plus anything from the torso down. It was turned up.
Plus melted parachute pants attached to this.
Man, the pants, not the fucking pants.
All because of parachute pants. I promise you, it's a true story. Oh, by the way, this guy was a fucking quad smoking a cigarette outside.
Wow.
Don't know how he lit the motherfucker. Don't even know how he got the fuck outside. So I'll go into the gruesome details. So we pick this waste of fucking human space up, put him on a gurney, and he's sitting there saying, "My dick hurts."
Dick is
True
gone,
fucking
dude.
story.
What dick?
True fucking story. I was not going to be the one and say, you missing about all of your manhood, dude. And it's as crispy as a fucking ripe fucking banana that was just roasted on an open fucking flame. That is so true. So I go to try to put an IV in him. God bless, half his fucking arm comes off. Because it's burnt. It's done, dude. There's nothing that I can do for this fucking guy. So I intubate the fucking guy, which was literally black. You could not really see nothing. I start dumping meds down the fucking tube. The moral of the story is he lasted 7 fucking days.
And he probably couldn't move.
Yeah, that nylon melting to the skin, I can imagine that was
Bubba,
pretty.
there was no melting left.
That was a really dark ending, by the way. Like, it started off funny, and then it just, like, I feel like we needed a better ending to this story.
Whatever. No, that's the best ending you could get. This guy's dick was burnt off. He was not enjoying his life.
For 7 days.
He was not going to enjoy the fruit of anything if he lived. That's all I'm going to say, because there was no sewing that motherfucker back on.
We had a guy once who got gangrene in his dick. They chopped it off. They chopped it off too late. He was septic and fucking died a few years later. But the poor guy had to live through that shit.
How do you
want to know how he got gangrene in his dick? You want to know how he got gangrene in his dick?
Yeah. That's nasty. What the fuck happened?
Infection in a pussy. That is exactly how he got.
He wasn't circumcised. And that shit, I don't think anyone ever taught him how to clean.
Amount of infection that a vagina would have to get the dick to have gangrene. Girl.
No,
you know
I think
something's wrong.
I think bacteria that lives in your vajayjay will stick in underneath the where he is not circumcised.
Yes, I know that.
And that's the problem.
She have gangrene on her vagina.
It's not. He doesn't.
There's a more likely possibility the guy was a necrophiliac.
I can't even. No, if you don't clean, if you're not circumcised and you don't fucking pull your foreskin back and clean under it.
Dusty, are you all right over there, son? You about to fall out that fucking chair, boy.
I just look, I feel like I've had a more eventful life than most people, but I feel like I'm a rookie compared to some of you fucks.
I've seen some shit.
Okay, all right. If I may, I do not want to platform some really gruesome fucking shit, but you want to hear some gruesome fucking shit?
No. I'm streaming.
That's about it for me. The gangrene in the dick.
I mean, hold on and let me end my stream, and you can say whatever the fuck you want.
You better end it because it's coming, boy.
Well, this is
I
actually
came to ask one question, and I'm
This
gonna
is
leave.
your point here.
No, Sarah, stay.
Your time.
No, I've got homework to do, but I wanted to know who is the better grifter between myself and Dusty. I thought that would be a funny question to ask.
Dusty, hands down.
Sarah,
Ah, fuck
Sarah.
you.
Sarah.
It could be a poll for a price.
Oh, please put a poll up. Put a poll up.
You got to pay for it first.
Put a poll up.
$20 for the poll.
I don't know. Dusty pulled my booting concept. He got that from me.
I have
fuck?
only
What in the
seen
absolute dog shit are you talking about?
Booting panelists.
Well, this is
Not
one
a
of the
chance.
hardest
Mommy and Daddy
platforms.
are about to
not
argue.
even, I was booting panelists before you had a channel.
No.
Yeah, this was one of the hardest platforms that Flow State offers that I go to. Anywhere else, I can pretty much liberally go around and do things, but I limit my exposure here because I even what we just talked about is soft topics compared to what I go into. I've got a stainless steel vagina. So
Nice.
and yeah, I've flashed it several times on live streams.
Do you keep it polished?
Yes.
But here's the
Shiny.
hard topic: is Chuck just dropped $50 first whale of the stream?
Money ain't a motherfucking bribe. It's a sport I invented to win when I watch. You don't know the rights and the lights and the locks. Even don't know the ice and the Sprite. You just try to get money. Money get your motherfucking life. 2-ton angel carved out of ice. Alligator sailboat, $sign ice. Fill a warehouse full of Van Goghs twice. Get money. Money or your motherfucking heart. I could give it to my dog. He makes money when he barks. So put it in my fridge or in one of my parks that I bought so my robots can learn how to log. Get money.
Sasquatch is backstage with the share screen, cam up but down. I don't know what's happening. Sasquatch can do his own driving. This, I assume, is the stainless steel vagina.
Yes.
That's
Thank you.
Please.
Yeah, I'm going to.
No.
I just making a point there. This is really mild compared to what I get into.
I can remember I got in a car wreck. Well, I call it a car wreck. I fell out of the back of a pickup truck going down the interstate.
Oh shit!
The people didn't want to wait for the ambulance. There was a nurse that stopped. They picked me up, threw me in the seat of the truck, and took me to the hospital. My pickup truck, as a matter of fact. Get there, they bring out a wheelchair. They put me on the wheelchair. They wheel me in. I'm bleeding from multiple places, and all of a sudden they pull back the sheet that they had put on me, and the nurse is standing there looking down at me going, "Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God." And I'm going, "What the fuck?" And she's staring at my crotch. So I look down, and here is this biggest red and white mess you ever saw. I thought my pecker was gone. I mean, it looked hideous. So they get me in there and they cut my pants off. Turns out the Johnson was okay. Found out that when they threw me in the truck, there was a box of a dozen jelly donuts that they threw me on top of.
Oh, praise God. I'm glad it was a jelly donut.
But
I want to know
my
what
life,
you did to the jelly donuts, though.
my life left me though. Because I thought he was gone. I mean, I was devastated. Now, see, that would have had a happy ending.
The true definition with Sarah is she lets us grift for her. So we cannot say,
"Excuse me,
Sarah grifts."
Hey, Sarah, tell them where you got that
when you
from.
don't have to do your own work.
Sarah, where'd you get that from?
What?
Letting audience members grift for you.
Letting the audience members grift?
You mean the panelists?
Do you have people grift for you?
Flo, do you remember Benton?
I've grifted for him a bunch of times now. So have you. Well, you've been on panel here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Benton. He's still around. I don't ever watch him.
Yeah, but I mean, do you remember the day that he cussed out his audience about donations
and gave them to Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's proof.
That's
that is
something I would advise against. Your audience is donating to you, not to Paul.
Well, you know what though? You have to present some. I noticed something like depending on what I'm doing in the topic, it has to be something that makes people want to have something to say that you'll respond to, right? So even if you don't have a panel, even if you don't have crazy content going on, you need to have something that people are going to want to respond to. And I think that's a bigger piece where even I fail sometimes having something that's like a good enough topic where enough people have strong opinions about it.
You know how to fix that, don't you, sir? A little more skin will bring in some donations.
God damn it.
No, I'm being straight up honest.
Oh my God, Chuck.
I'm good.
You don't
That's how I get my donut.
woman's tits for.
I mean, I do that backstage, and I get paid well for it. I can't discuss it because of the.
You do.
How do you think he got the keys?
It's for people to give money to a woman.
I think women have more
It's
influence
the
and
real
power.
Oh,
I've gotten 2 donations since I've been going live. One was from a gay man, and the other one was from Dusty.
Chuck was showing
Yeah,
skin.
both of them were from Game Good.
The same thing.
I think if a girl comes on showing skin, you're only going to attract men that just like. I'm not saying it wouldn't be the. There is a benefit to it, but it attracts the people that I don't want. Like I don't.
Sex sells.
Yeah, it
100%.
does, but I don't want people to come to my show for
Gawking strictly.
yeah, like just for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, strip club environment. Gotcha.
Right. And it attracts men who like start to think they're in a relationship with you. It attracts men that start Right.
Well, the Thorpe.
I'm dead serious. And I've had a
thing.
few of them. I've had a few of them come through, and I had to kind of set the
Boundaries.
I had to set boundaries, and they still think that there's something. It's weird. It's weird to me, and it's very uncomfortable.
Wow.
Like it gets very uncomfortable when people treat you as if you're, I don't know, like I like parasocial
Like you owe 'em
relationships.
something.
I understand
I
how
was-
they operate, but you have to be mindful. You have to be mindful of what you're allowing to come through.
You're not just
I
a
was-
piece of meat, Sarah. You're prime rib.
I was being facetious a while ago, so pardon the pun.
The Thorpes, Grace Thorpe is, sex sells. And I give it to the Thorpes for, utilizing that technique. Though it's incestuous projection, they still sex sells, and Grace has got that down pretty good.
It's
She's-
undoubtedly it's undoubtedly that sex sells, but there is a certain point of modesty that sells as well.
To
Well,
a certain type of cat,
you
anyway.
have to also remember that, like, for instance, not every night do I get dressed up all the way, right? Sometimes I'm just wearing a ball cap and a hoodie. But then on the nights when I do my hair and I, go a little more extra, you guys notice, right? And you guys enjoy that, and you enjoy noticing the difference.
Didn't
And so
notice, Sarah.
if I always had tits out, if I always was sexualized, if I always was doing this, then it wouldn't be those small little things that you would notice, because all you'd be looking at is tits and ass or whatever it is.
I like the point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I utilize that. Girls that look good, I pretend to masturbate to them. So, so any panelist that comes up and shows themselves, is a potential victim of my masturbation. I'm a voyeur.
Especially
at least being honest.
Yeah, I'm not going to hide. I'm not ashamed of myself. If it's an attractive girl, there's the potential I could be rubbing one off while you're on panel.
Son of a bitch.
He's like our version of Spicoli.
No, please
No,
do not say
Spicoli-
that name 3 times because the motherfucker will appear.
Spicoli doesn't. He doesn't. He wouldn't hand out compliments like that, though.
Yeah, no, I get that. Just
He would tell, he would tell me that I'm too old and too whatever.
Same, but
Really?
Suck it, motherfucker.
He seems like the guy that he wants a 21-year-old that. Never mind. Shut up.
Yeah.
I see where you're going with that.
I'll never forget when
she's little.
Spicoli found a girl like walking down the street like by like a truck stop gas station or some shit.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah.
And he somehow convinced himself that she was his girlfriend. And when I think it was LFA called Spicoli's girlfriend like a lizard lot prostitute or something, I don't know, some shit like that. Lot lizard. Spicoli got so defensive and upset. Like he came on to LFA's panel and like not cried, but like whined and was like, why would you say something like that about her? She's my girlfriend. And LFA's like, I played the video. You found her walking down the street in front of a gas station. Like,
And he bought her a sandwich.
he bought her
Therefore-
sandwich.
Yes.
Like she got in his car and was talking about like drugs and Jesus Lord.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me.
Beth, I got another story for you if you want to hear it.
Damn, dude.
Does it involve body parts?
I'm not sure if I want this.
I got a
Yeah.
lot of stories. I'm just careful because Dusty gets grossed out really easily. So keep that in mind.
Dusty stepped away for a second.
Okay.
Well, they're a turn off for a lot of the audience too.
This involves the cerebral cortex.